Hi there, this is Mandy with Soulfully Soil. I'm so honored to have been accepted when I emailed my request to the women of Living Possibilities as a guest on the weekly podcast. And so I wanted to be present and show up and be part of the momentum of what's shifting in our world. And I just had the impulse to share and create this video in this moment. And while it's not a staged moment, it's a raw and real and revealed moment, waiting in my van to pick up my children. I think that's really what it's about. And you know, what I feel in this moment and what I'm experiencing is the everyday sacred. And I think when I emailed the ladies, I said, how about sacred Saturdays? And what I've really delved into, especially in the last several hours, and really a reflection of my whole world, is this deeper connection with myself and with the world around me. So whether I'm playing in the soil, or I'm going for a walk in the forest, or I'm going to feed my chickens or drive my children from place to place, showing up in my own world and really allowing me to fully arrive. So not just in the doing and the fast-paced busyness of my world, but allowing myself to drop deep into this body and be fully present in each moment. And when I do that, I hear and feel potential, expansive potential. And that is sacred. That is the sacred that I am, when I'm able to be present and feel the connections and the symbiotic relationship I have with the world around me. And that's really what lights me up. I've come to realize that the most important piece, the most delightful piece of my world are those raw everyday moments that I'm able to show up fully for and see the magic in and feel the sacredness in and feel my place in that, my role in the larger intention and the larger world. And so what's meaningful to me is allowing myself to know that reality, and allowing myself and giving myself the freedom and the permission to fully be seen in that, because that doesn't come easily. Sometimes I need to stop and engage and take a breath, and being seen and heard in my breath and in my vulnerabilities, and sometimes in my own uncertainties. It's not pretty, it's not comfortable. I get worried about other people's judgment. And the sacred is ceremony and bringing it back to myself long enough to be able to hear the impulse or the invitation or the essence that I am. And so I think that's the biggest gift. And, you know, sacred can look like a lot of things, but sometimes sacred is just allowing myself the gift of breath, allowing myself the gift of flow, allowing myself to recognize who and what I am in the moment I am. And so I invite you all to consider that for the rest of your day and the rest of your week, is really, am I fully here? Am I fully present? Have I allowed enough flow and space and capacity in this device for me to arrive, for the essence of who I am to light this tissue up? And in doing that, I'm allowing myself space enough to hear the impulse. And, you know, like Lisa spoke about the other day, it's this impulse is not something that comes from up here. Impulse is something that is moved through the tissue of my being, and I can't even begin to shut it down or slow it or make any sense of it. It just comes out of me. And if I'm not fully here and fully present, that can't happen. And so on this sacred Saturday, I invite you to settle into your own flow and hear it and feel it and embody it and allow that sacred space to just rumble around. allow the sacred that you are to fill and flood these tissues so that you can hear and feel the next impulse, and that next impulse to lead you to the next creation and the next conversation and the next experience. So thank you, a deep mahalo to listening to my words, and enjoy your Saturday. Mwah.